Hello, friends. Today we will play a game in which we need to save this little red ball. To find out what's in my room, you need to like and subscribe. Come on, I'm waiting. Well, 3, 2, 1.
There's a puking Pomni here today! Look, it looks like we're going through a tutorial for this game right now. Okay, I get it. What we need to do here is make sure that this ball doesn't get showered with those scary dark creatures.
Okay, let's move on. Right to the next level. And here, it looks like we need to cover him with this cube so nothing can kill him. Great! Look at all this stuff falling from the sky and nobody hits him. This guy is saved! Cool. We're moving on to the next level. Hopefully there's something more difficult ahead.
Wow, look at that! It turns out there are 2 balls here now, and we need to save both of them. Great, we were able to put some kind of roof on them or something, and now all these black things are flying past them. Cool! These guys are saved, and we're moving on.
And now, in this level, we'll have to figure out how to save him again. I think he's like in some kind of house. It looks really cool, and now he's saved too. Great! Our house turned out to be pretty stable.
Oh, look at that! This is where we need to think a little bit harder. Okay, I think we should do these things first, and then we'll add the roof on top. Great, we've added it, and now all these things are flying past him again. Great, we've built a pretty stable house for him again, and now we can move on to the next level.
Oh, look at that. It looks like we have to save these 2 red marbles here. We're going to put this big circle on top of them so those things can't get in. Great. There's definitely no way those things can get in. Cool. These guys are saved again.
We're moving on to the next level. Looks like we need to spawn this ball first and then spawn the other 2. Great. Now he's definitely out of danger too. It would be really sad if even one creepy black ball fell through that little crack.
Okay, now I think we should first click here so that he rolls into this hole and then cover him with this cube from above. Great, now he will definitely be saved. Cool. We are really going through this game professionally. I think it's time for us to move on to something more difficult in this game.
I hope that the hard levels will start appearing as soon as possible. It would be great if the next level was harder than this one, because here we practically didn't have to think. We just assembled some blocks from these 2 L letters.
Okay, now it looks like we're going to have to do exactly the same thing, only now we're going to have to save these 2 red balls. Okay, we can handle that easily. I think this game is very easy. It's even too easy for us.
Wow, look at that. Now here's where things get tricky. Okay, I guess we need to put them here first, and then we need to randomly place these balls. Great! Now it looks like no one has a chance to get inside. Great. Look at these guys, they're still alive. Well, this is where things really get tricky, and it's possible that things will get a little trickier here.
Okay. I think we should do this first, and then we'll drop this thing on top. Cool! Now it's formed a roof over his head, and he'll be protected again. Okay, looks like the hard levels are really starting to appear in this game. I even had to think a little before I did the actions.
Here, now we need to open some chest. We opened it and got 80 coins. Okay, we have the opportunity to open some more. Just look, we found some hat in one of the boxes, but it looks like we can only get it for watching an ad, and we definitely won't do that.
Okay, now we're going to have to place this guy here, and I think if we do it this way, no thing will touch him. Oh no, unfortunately, we screwed up. Okay, looks like we needed to think a little harder here. I think we should try the level again.
Okay, I think we should do this thing here first, and then add these 2 characters here. No, unfortunately, we failed here. Okay, looks like we need to be a little smarter, huh? Just look at this. It turns out we needed to make the ramp first, and then make this ball roll down and cover our friend with the ball. Okay, now we can get through again.
Wow, look at this. This one is a little more challenging too. Okay, I think we'll need to add a ramp first so these guys can roll down into their holes, and then we'll cover them with these circles on top. Cool, we were able to save them again. Okay, it looks like these levels are getting a little more difficult, but some of these levels are still easy for us, and now it looks like we're going to have to think a little bit harder.
Okay, let's be really careful here. I think we need to place these things first, then spawn the red balls, and then put the caps on top. Great. Now these guys are definitely protected. I think this is one of the most secure homes we've ever built for them, and they seem pretty happy.
And we're finally moving on? Okay, looks like we're going to have to think a little bit here too. Well, I think we'll first put this thing here. and then we'll spawn a ball so this guy rolls down. Now we need to close the passage with this cube, so no one can get to him. Just look at them. They're falling with such force that they can barely push through.
Now here's where we need to think a little bit. Okay, we need to open this pit. To do that, we need to spawn this block here. Cool. Now we need to make it so that it gets pushed into this pit, and then close it from above. Great, now there's no way to get to him. Okay, looks like this guy is in good hands now. I'm really happy for him, and he looks pretty happy. And we're finally moving on.
Wow, look at that. This is a very dangerous level, but I think we can get through it too. Okay, actually we just had to push this ball down, and now we've covered this guy with a roof. Look at the force with which all these things are falling. This thing is barely hanging on top of him, and we're finally moving on.
And now we're gonna have to think very carefully again before we do anything. Okay? I think we'll spawn them first, and then we'll try to cover them somehow. I think we should put up walls for them, and then we'll cover them with these balls from above. Okay? I think no one can get to them here for sure. Let's see this. Oh, look at them. They almost pushed these balls out. Good thing these guys were pretty tough and survived it.
Okay, 3 more chests to open, and we've got the hat again. But it looks like watching ads in these games means watching ads. We're not gonna do that, so we're moving on to the last level for today.
Okay, look at this. It looks like we need to figure out how to push them back. I think we should do this first, and then cover them with balls from above. Yeah! Look at this. I think this is the most secure cover, and we were able to save all these guys again. Well, okay, I think it's time to move on to the next game.
This wasp definitely needed a stinger, so we gave it back. Great! Now she can sting her enemies. Now we need to draw a giant gong.
Let's finish drawing him quickly so that we can hit him and start the fight. Excellent! Just look at how gigantic he is.
Guys, I don't understand a single damn word this guy says. Did we even need to invite him to star in our videos?
Can you be a little more tolerant? He is our guest after all, and we must respect him. And it is quite possible that some of our viewers understand him. Although I personally have some doubts about it, to be honest.
Guys, can you stop discussing this nonsense? Let's get back to this game now. We drew a blindfold on this judge's eyes so that she could evaluate everything fairly.
And now we're moving straight to the next level. Oh my god, just look at this landscape. Everything here looks so beautiful. I think there's a cloud missing.
You were wrong. It is quite possible that something else is missing here. Jax tried to draw the sun, but it didn't help either. Guys, it seems to me that something else is missing here. Let's be more careful.
It seems to me that there is some element of this landscape missing here. By the way, just look at this rainbow. In my opinion, there have always been a few more colors in the rainbow. Maybe there is another strip missing here?
It turns out this rainbow was missing a red stripe. How come we didn't notice that right away? Okay, we've moved on to the next level. Here we need to help this shark. Great! We've finished drawing her fin and now she can swim in this water.
Just look at these cucumbers. It seems to me that they are definitely very crowded next to each other. Let's draw a jar so that these cucumbers can be preserved. Excellent! Now they like the place where they are more.
Oh no, I think this fireman might fall into that hole now. Let's draw a fireman's pole for him so he can get down much more safely.
Cool! Now he's gone down, and it's quite possible that he'll go and save someone from a fire. By the way, just look at this girl. It looks like she got into some kind of trouble and lost all her hair. Let's give it back to her.
This grandpa is very angry. Let's finish drawing the missing part for his rocking chair. Cool. After we finished drawing it, this grandpa became much more cheerful.
Oh my god, this shark has lost all its teeth somewhere. We need to urgently restore these teeth because a shark without teeth cannot exist. After all, it is a predatory fish.
It looks like these guys are having a tug-of-war competition, but they lost the rope somewhere. Okay, we've drawn the missing part of this rope, and now they can test their strength. And now we move on, and here we need to help the knight. It looks like his weapon is broken.
Cool. We restored his weapon and now he can go to war. And we move on to the next level. And here we definitely need to finish drawing the missing part of this guitar because without it, it will be simply impossible to play it.
Now it finally looks like a full-fledged guitar, and it seems to me that you can play a huge number of different cool songs on it. And now we need help for the witch who has some kind of strange broom.
Guys, to be honest, I think I absolutely agree with Kinger. This guy is very strange. I absolutely do not understand what he is saying. I do not even understand if his reaction is good or bad.
Let me try to read his emotions. It seems to me that he is now experiencing joy and bewilderment. Or is it surprise? Okay. To be honest, I myself do not understand what emotions he is experiencing.
Guys, maybe we should just shut up for a little while and continue playing this game. We were just at a gas station, and now we need to help Bruce Lee. I think his nunchucks are broken, and we need to restore the chain between them.
Oh, I remember this guy. He was in a lot of kung fu movies. He is very strong and a very cool fighter. And we are going to the next level. And here we definitely need to restore the crystal dome above this house to get a beautiful statue.
Wow, we restored this statue, and now I have a New Year mood. And here we need to draw an arrow in the right direction. I think we need to draw an arrow so that it points to the number 3, because the total weight of these weights is 3 units.
It seems to me that he was trying to explain something now, or he was just as surprised as I was by the size of this little pencil. I don't know what emotion he was experiencing, but it seems to me that I understood him exactly.
And now we need to draw another bun for this burger because without this bun, it looks like a sandwich. Let's draw it to make this thing a burger again. Awesome. We finally did it.
This wasp definitely needed a stinger, so we gave it back. Great! Now she can sting her enemies. Now we need to draw a giant gong.
Let's finish drawing him quickly so that we can hit him and start the fight. Excellent! Just look at how gigantic he is.
Guys, I don't understand a single damn word this guy says. Did we even need to invite him to star in our videos?
Can you be a little more tolerant? He is our guest after all, and we must respect him. And it is quite possible that some of our viewers understand him. Although I personally have some doubts about it, to be honest.
Guys, can you stop discussing this nonsense? Let's get back to this game now. We drew a blindfold on this judge's eyes so that she could evaluate everything fairly.
And now we're moving straight to the next level. Oh my god, just look at this landscape. Everything here looks so beautiful. I think there's a cloud missing.
You were wrong. It is quite possible that something else is missing here. Jax tried to draw the sun, but it didn't help either. Guys, it seems to me that something else is missing here. Let's be more careful.
It seems to me that there is some element of this landscape missing here. By the way, just look at this rainbow. In my opinion, there have always been a few more colors in the rainbow. Maybe there is another strip missing here?
It turns out this rainbow was missing a red stripe. How come we didn't notice that right away? Okay, we've moved on to the next level. Here we need to help this shark. Great! We've finished drawing her fin and now she can swim in this water.
Just look at these cucumbers. It seems to me that they are definitely very crowded next to each other. Let's draw a jar so that these cucumbers can be preserved. Excellent! Now they like the place where they are more.
Oh no, I think this fireman might fall into that hole now. Let's draw a fireman's pole for him so he can get down much more safely.
Cool! Now he's gone down, and it's quite possible that he'll go and save someone from a fire. By the way, just look at this girl. It looks like she got into some kind of trouble and lost all her hair. Let's give it back to her.
This grandpa is very angry. Let's finish drawing the missing part for his rocking chair. Cool. After we finished drawing it, this grandpa became much more cheerful.
I think these guys want to pretend that they are adults. We should have drawn a coat for them. Great. They were sold a ticket after they pulled this scam.
And now we need to draw a flag for this climber. I don't think it will be difficult. Let's draw a big, beautiful flag.
Wow, the flag we drew really looks very big. It has some really weird logo on it. I don't understand what it means, but in principle, I think it doesn't matter and we can move on.
And now it looks like someone lost the ring from this box and we need to get it back. Okay, that was a pretty easy test. It didn't even require much thinking.
And here, we need to help this little mouse to escape because this huge black cat wants to eat him. I think we need to make a hole for him to hide in.
I think this cat is completely confused. It's good that we were able to help this mouse. And now we need to help the Statue of Liberty. It looks like she lost her torch somewhere.
The main thing is that we were able to restore it and now it's in place. Just look at how it burns. In fact, I always liked the way the Statue of Liberty's torch looks.
In my opinion, this figurine is definitely missing something. but I don't quite remember what she had all this time. Wow, it turns out she needed to finish drawing the sword. Now she looks complete.
Did you seriously not know that the Oscar statuette had a sword this whole time? Okay, it seems that you watch movies too rarely, and now we need to finish drawing this weird girl's eyebrow.
It's very strange that her eyebrows look like a seagull. Just look at how they grew together. It seems to me that she definitely has a testosterone problem.
I guess we can't blame her for that. Okay, let's just move on to the next level. And here we definitely need to add a straw for that bubble tea.
I really like the way it looks, and it really looks very appetizing. I wanted to drink it right now. In fact, I'm not used to drinking something tasty because I've been living in a basement for a very long time.
Bro, I even felt a little sorry for you. But we won't talk about it now. Now we need to restore this lipstick. It looks like someone broke it in the most accidental way possible.
Oh no, I think this pirate has a problem with his hand. Let's restore his hook. By the way, this is the most it's strange that half of his body is not visible. It is quite possible that instead of some leg, he also has a wooden leg.
It seems to me that you are starting to speak in some stereotypes because not all pirates have wooden legs. And in general, modern pirates are very different from the pirates we see in cartoons. And by the way, we were able to restore an ancient Chinese coin. We just needed to make a square hole in it.
And now we need to put handcuffs on this criminal! It looks like this guy has done some bad things in his life, and now we need to put him in handcuffs so that he can start serving his sentence!
For some reason, I feel sorry for this guy, but I hope he really deserves it. And now we need to help this chameleon. He is definitely missing part of his tail and his tongue that might be sticking out. But I think we definitely need to finish drawing his tail.
But we finally managed to help him. Great. Now he looks like a full-fledged chameleon. And now we need to draw a nail that will be hammered with this hammer. But in fact, it looks like Jax has problems with drawing.
But he finally managed to finish drawing this nail. To be honest, I thought he really wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, we've reached the next level, and here we need to draw a hotel bell. It looks like this bell is needed to call the hostess to the reception.
It looks like no one will have any problems with this now, and now we need to restore this treasure map. We need to take this ship straight to the mark so that the pirates can capture the treasures that are on this island.
Great. Finally, this ship got to the treasure. Looks like now I am very happy with this. And now we need to restore this smiley. It looks extremely happy, but I think it definitely lacks a sticking out tongue.
It looks like this guy loves money very much. But in fact, it seems to me that in this world there are no people who do not love them. Well, okay, we got to the next level, and here we definitely need to draw some kind of load that opens these curtains.
Bro, I think you're drawing something wrong. You definitely need to draw a huge bag here that can outweigh this rope. Great. Now we can open these curtains and we can see the singer.
It's a pity that we can't hear the song she performs. And now we need to restore this Chinese fan. By the way, it looks very beautiful, and I would also like to have the same.
I don't think you need such a thing because it creates a wind that can accidentally make you start flying away in a random direction. Okay, now, let's get to the point that we need to somehow help this swordsman, and to be honest, I don't understand why this game doesn't count all our attempts to draw his sword.
In my opinion, the developers of this game have absolutely no idea what a real sword looks like. We try very hard to draw it, but in fact, this game shows us that we just needed to draw an ordinary stick. This is extremely stupid, because we tried to draw a really beautiful long sword.
And now we need to finish drawing a label for this tea bag. Okay, that was as easy as it gets. By the way, just look at the happy face of this tea bag. It looks like this guy is really happy.
Wait! I don't quite understand what this guy is missing. Maybe he's missing smoke from a pipe or something like that. Oh yeah, he's missing a huge magnifying glass. He's just holding a huge weird stick.
It looks like this guy was actually a detective. And now we were able to help him get his working tool back. Okay, now we need to make a spring in this calendar so that this calendar really works and looks right.
This is a great idea. I think this is exactly what we needed to do in this level. Great! We were able to pass it! Now we need to help this extremely unkempt passerby clean his shoes, but it seems to me that our brush is a little damaged. But now we were able to finish drawing the bristles on it.
Great! Now these shoes are clean. Oh no! We need to help that guy escape the fire. And to do that, we need to finish drawing the fire escape. Great! Now this guy will be saved.
Wait, what do we need to draw here? It looks like we need to draw some kind of hook or fish or something like that. In general, this all looks pretty strange.
Let's try to draw a little fish. But it seems like this game doesn't like it at all. This thing looks really weird. It looks like some kind of float or something.
Maybe we actually need to draw a hook or the base of this float? I can't figure out what we actually need to draw here. But it looks like this game is really messing with us.
Guys, calm down. I think we'll figure it out someday. Maybe a bigger fish was needed here. Oh, it looks like Jax has already drawn it. Okay, I'm really starting to run out of ideas about what we need to do here.
I think it should be some kind of huge float or something like that. But even a huge float, this game doesn't want to count for us. I'm really confused. What else could you need on a fishing trip?
Okay, I guess we should finally use the hint. Wait, seriously? We were just supposed to draw some giant impossible circle? Okay, that was stupid.
I think the developer of this game has never been fishing himself. He has no idea what a float looks like. Okay, now we need to help this chemist. I think she forgot to put on protective equipment.
I think the developer of this game has never been fishing himself. He has no idea what a float looks like. Okay, now we need to help this chemist. I think she forgot to put on protective equipment.
I think drawing a gas mask will be extremely difficult, and we tried to do it now, but the game still didn't count it as the correct answer. Oh, just look. When we drew a big mask for her, it turned out that in fact all this time she needed glasses.
And now, we need to help this extremely sad Capadon. Just look at his face. I think he is extremely upset because he lost his arrow. But he is very lucky that we were able to help him get it back.
And now we were able to draw the whole missing building. Without it, it really looked pretty empty here. Wait, someone ate the fish in this dish. We need to restore it ASAP.
I think this test will not be difficult for us at all. It is really very easy to implement.
Wait, have you ever seen anyone cook fish like that? Like, leaving all the unnecessary parts on it? Usually the tail and head are cut off.
I thought it was weird too! But I never look for logic in this game! And by the way, we just managed to finish drawing this beautiful pretzel!
I didn't think this thing had such a weird name, but it sounds pretty cool. Now let's finish drawing a spacesuit for this astronaut. Cool. Now he definitely won't suffocate.
It's weird that the cosmic pressure didn't crush his head. Well, okay, now let's move on to the next level. And here we definitely need to restore this weird thing. Anyway, I always thought it was weird that people made things like that for eggs.
In general, it's actually quite funny to hear from you that you consider some things strange. Oh, by the way, just look! It turns out that this flower is absolutely not the same as we drew it.
It looks like one of the strollers on this Ferris wheel is missing, and we were able to restore it. By the way, just look at how fast it spins. I think this attraction is really scary.
Looks like this ball guy was really looking forward to his tree's harvest, but it just won't bloom, so I think we should take matters into our own hands. Wait, seriously? Was it a money tree all along?
Looks like this guy took advantage of us! Well, okay. I think we should move on to the next level. And here we definitely need to finish drawing the microphone.
You get perfect lines. Great! We were able to finish drawing this microphone, and now it will work. And now I am definitely sure that we need to finish drawing the watermelon here.
I think you drew it really badly this time. I think you should try drawing the perfect shape for this piece of watermelon because you've been doing it really badly so far.
Finally, you managed to draw this watermelon perfectly. And now we can move on. But this level is extremely simple because all we had to draw here was the ring on which all these keys are held.
Yes, you are right. This was really the easiest level. By the way, just look. This hat definitely lacks a tassel. Let's finish drawing it.
We really guess everything very quickly. Oh wait, I think the developer of this game took the word tassel too literally.
Looks like this is some kind of trolling from them or something like that. And now we need to save these sheep from hungry wolves. And all we had to do was build this fence to protect them.
Cool. Now these sheep will be safe. But it's pretty weird that they can't run around them. By the way, just look. Someone decided to leave their initials. Maybe this is actually a declaration of love from Jax.
Just look! He actually tried to write his name in there. Okay, bro. That was the most stupid thing. Especially since there's no one in our circus whose name starts with that letter.
Maybe it actually means something. Okay, that was the weirdest thing ever. I didn't expect him to do that.
Guys, relax. I was just trying to make a joke. But you immediately started making some stupid theories. Just focus on this game and enjoy it.
This rooster looks pretty bald. He definitely needs a comb on his head. Let's draw it. Great. Now he looks like a real rooster.
We are really doing pretty fast today, and now we need to finish this DNA. Cool. We just had to finish the stripe, and we did it with ease.
I think we're really starting to get through these levels too fast. This was pretty easy too. Just adding a pedestrian bridge between these buildings would have been enough. Now we need to draw a trail for this comet.
Is it just me, or have all the levels in this game become really easy? We're getting through them extremely fast, and it's even starting to scare me a little. Okay, now let's move on to the next level. And here, to be honest, I have absolutely no idea what we need to finish drawing.
We definitely need to adjust the focus here. But to be honest, I can't even imagine how we can do it. Maybe we need to draw some additional button or lever on this camera.
Okay, it looks like we've finally come across a really difficult level that we don't know how to get through. I think we'll have to use a hint here.
I think we gave up too quickly, but we really had no ideas. And in fact, we just needed to draw a scale for the focus to be adjusted. Okay, that was pretty easy, but we didn't think of that before.
It looks like these two batteries are starting to get embarrassed, and we need to draw a cover on this remote to hide them from prying eyes. Great. Now they are secluded.
Looks like this slipper is missing straps. It's just impossible to wear. But we were able to fix it. And now we definitely need to finish drawing this pickaxe stuck into this Minecraft block.
Great! We were able to guess before and finish drawing this pickaxe.
In general, it seems to me that I'm starting to get a little stupid, because I don't quite understand what this granny wants to knit. It seems like she wants to knit an apron or something like that. But for some reason, she is very surprised.
And it seems to me that she looks surprised because she doesn't have glasses. She has very poor eyesight, and it is quite possible that this is why she had difficulties knitting this strange product.
Bro, I'm actually really scared by the fact that we hear your voice as if it was actually recorded on a dictaphone. I still think that we are talking to a recording right now.
It's not surprising because my real voice has long since ceased to exist, but my mind still remains, so I can talk to you at least in this way. Isn't that great?
Guys, don't you even want to apologize for the fact that I had to be in your video for just a few seconds? Although I wanted to give you a great tour of the entire estate. But why is this who decided to suck me into a vacuum cleaner?
Actually, for this action, I was rightfully punished, and I had to sit tied up and wait for this idiotic adventure to end. But okay, if it's so important to you, then I'm ready to apologize.
I think the guys did the right thing by deciding to shut you up because in some adventures you are absolutely unbearable. And I am very glad of the fact that I did not go there with you. Although I would have liked to see you tied up.
By the way, do you want to explain why you decided to stay in the circus and not come with us? I think we missed you, and you could have helped us.
Actually, we both had a great therapy session, and I think she was much better off staying in the circus this time. Okay, guys, let's not get stuck on this attention. This is our personal business.
That sounded pretty weird. Guys, don't you think that the two of them could have had an affair? It seems to me that it's quite possible.
Don't worry about it, my friend. I spent the whole evening with them, and nothing illegal happened between them. I think you should return your concentration to this game instead of thinking about someone's affairs.
By the way, did you even notice that in the new episode the bubble didn't say a word? It really looked extremely funny because he just flew around Kane like his decoration.
I generally always ignore what he says. By the way, it seems to me that Bubble and Kane, along with Zooble, are unfamiliar with our new characters. Although it is quite possible that they met on the set.
Actually, we've known Kane and the Bubble for quite a long time, because it's not the first time he sends the participants of his amazing digital circus to us every Halloween. It really scares a lot of people.
By the way, I am very upset by the fact that I did not have time to meet you, Marta, because Kinger and I were busy with slightly different hobbies. But someday, I will definitely come to visit you and have tea with you.
But you met me, and I thought you were glad to meet me, right?
It seems to me that our acquaintance went, a little off-plan. At least because you decided to send us to hell in which we almost died. But overall, yes, you are quite a nice man.
Sorry, my husband, for this. He does this to everyone who gets into his basement, and in general, everything that happens in our estate. This is a task from Kane, and we just need to do it, otherwise he will fire us or do something incomprehensible that I really can't understand.
Don't put the blame on me! You could have just scared them, but not tried to kill them. And stop! Wait, what were you trying to kill them? But these are characters from my circus. What would I have had to do after that? And how would I explain it to the audience?
Relax, buddy. We were actually just peacefully playing with each other, and I had the whole situation under control. There was no way I would have killed them. And in general, our acquaintance was pretty sweet. I even talked to them in my real form.
I think this is the worst adjective to describe our acquaintance with you. But overall, it was fun. And I definitely really liked the end of this trip. And by the way, don't you think that we've been talking about this whole video, not about the game that's happening on the screen right now?
It seems to me that Jax is doing a great job with this game even without our help. By the way, we just drew a fish and it is very afraid of this cat. And also, guys, I have a question. And when will you bring my comedy mask from your creepy estate?
I'm so sorry. We forgot to do this today, but we'll definitely do it next time. Well, okay, I want to get back to concentrating on this game. I didn't really think it would be that interesting.
Now you need to draw villas for this guy because I think he's a farmer. Great.
To be honest, I have absolutely no idea why we took him with us.
Bro, are you serious? He had way more screen time than you did in this episode. I think he deserves to be here even more than you do.
By the way, guys, just look who's back. We decided to bring this character back because we met him again in this episode.
Hello, everyone, friends. I'm so glad you finally decided to bring me back here. I'm so excited to film new episodes.
Okay, well, let's not get distracted and get back to the gameplay. Now we need to help the robber. He definitely wanted to steal something, but in fact, we helped this guard, and now he caught him.
And here we need to help this beaver. It looks like he wants to sharpen this pencil. Let's draw teeth for him. Great! Now he can do his usual thing.
Now we move on. Here we definitely need to add a stem to this mushroom. But this mushroom was actually a gnome. Just look at this good-natured guy.
Okay, now let's give this rooster his very nice tail. I think he feels incomplete without it. Wait, seriously? We tried to do that, but for some reason the game didn't accept it. Okay, let's try making everything smaller. Cool. Now he definitely likes his new tail.
Cool. And we're finally moving on. Just look. We need some help here. It looks like he wants to show a trick with sawing. Okay. I hope with this girl. Yeah. Just look. We found some trick.
Here we need to add another arc for these glasses. They definitely need it because without it, they can't stay on the head. Well, that's cool.
Just look at this bull. I think he's missing a traditional nose ring. I don't really know what they use those for, but they look pretty cool.
Okay, now let's hammer this sword back into the stone. We've finished drawing this stone, and now it looks very symbolic. And here we need to help this girl. She definitely needs a stick for this thing. Cool! I don't even know what this sport is called, actually.
Okay, now it looks like we need to figure out the pattern. I think it's drawn in this picture. Okay, let's try drawing it here. Okay, we've figured out this password, and now we can find out what's inside this phone.
Just look at this peacock. He definitely lacks his beautiful plumage. I think these beautiful birds use those tails to attract their relatives.
Oh no, just look at this. Without our help, this vampire will definitely burn in the sun. Let's close the lid of his coffin so the sun doesn't shine in his face. Cool. Now that sun won't be able to burn him.
And now we've moved on to the next level here. We definitely need to close her mummy in this tomb. I think it's definitely missing a lid. At least I should definitely return it so it doesn't look so creepy. But now this mummy is hidden in the tomb. And now let's help this guy play pool. He's definitely missing a pool cue. Cool, now we can finally win this pool game.
Oh no, just look at this! This guy needs to go to the bathroom, but it looks like the stairs in his house have disappeared. Let's get them back so he can relieve himself. Cool! Now he's finally reached the second floor and feels freer.
But we finally moved on. Just look. It looks like someone stepped very carefully on the sand. Let's restore this footprint here so it looks natural. These are two insanely beautiful footprints.
Okay, we're moving on. Look at this girl. She seems to have accidentally picked up a broken basket. She probably needs a bigger basket. Cool! Now we've given her back her whole basket.
Okay, now let's help Cupid. He's definitely missing a bowstring to shoot those arrows, but now he can get back to work.
And we're heading to the next level. Just look at this. This is the same game where you hit hamsters over the head with a sledgehammer. Okay, let's finish drawing the hamster. Oh my god, how cool. Now we've earned 1 point and are moving on.
Why are we in some recording studio? There's definitely a microphone missing here. We definitely need to get that back here. Cool. This microphone can now record sound.
Oh no, look at that! This snowman looks like he's missing his lower body. We definitely need to draw another circle. Awesome. Now this snowman looks complete.
Oh no! Look at this girl's eyebrow is missing. It must have been an accident or something. We definitely need to draw a second eyebrow on her. Awesome! Now her face looks as cute as can be.
Wow, look at this! It's some kind of portable console. It must be insanely old. It looks like a Game Boy or something. Let's give it a screen back. Oh, look at this ancient game. It looks like Tetris.
Okay, so now we're at the car wash, and there's definitely one more huge thing missing that's going to wash this car. Okay, we got it back, and now this car is going to be washed to a shine.
Just look at this guy. He looks like he was really tired, so when he left the house, he took the harness but didn't take his backpack. Let's give him that backpack back. Cool, now he can go to school.
Oh, look at this girl. It looks like she's dressed up as a bunny, but she's definitely missing ears on her head. Let's give her some bunny ears to make her look complete. Awesome! Now she can go to the masquerade.
Just look at this girl. She's definitely missing eyebrows. Although I think she has one eyebrow. Look, it turns out she really does have one eyebrow, and she looks a lot like a seagull.
We've moved on to the next level, and this drink definitely needs a glass. Okay, we've finished drawing that glass, and now it can be filled with some insanely delicious lemonade.
Look at this. It's a chainsaw. But it looks like it can't cut anything because it doesn't have a chain. Okay, let's give it a chain back so this chainsaw can actually be useful. Because otherwise it would be completely useless.
And we move on. Here we need to draw another blade on the mill. It seems to me that the mill is absolutely useless without this blade. Cool, now it can grind grain. In general, I'm surprised that people used to build such a huge building just to grind grain.
Okay, now this statue is definitely missing her longsword, so we'll draw it in. Now she looks really cool.
Just look at this whistle. It didn't have a hole in it, but now it looks like it's finally going to whistle.
Okay, now we've moved on, and here apparently we need to finish drawing this violin. Wow, great, we've drawn it, and now it can make sounds.
Oh no, just look at this rooster. He's definitely missing a comb on top. Let's give him that back so he looks nice. Now he looks just like a real rooster.
Look, it's a Christmas candy. It looks like it was broken, but now we've got it back. And now the Christmas spirit won't be ruined.
Now we need to help this girl. Apparently, she needs to be shown the round number. We need to finish drawing her a sign. Wow, it's already the 5th round of this boxing match. Cool.
Now we need to restore this bulb, because otherwise you can burn yourself on it if there is no glass on it. Great. Now it looks like a full-fledged bulb.
Oh, look at that. It looks like a couple in love watching the starry sky. Let's finish drawing the outline so that the starry sky forms a heart. Cool. Now they're going to have a very romantic date.
Just look at this really old phone. I remember my grandma had this phone. Let's draw this dial so we can dial a number. This is really old technology.
Oh, look at that compass. The second arrow is vaguely missing. Let's draw it so it points to the second part. Cool. Now the arrows on it are correct.
Look at this smiley. It's missing a heart that can send romantic messages. Oh no. Look at this. Someone removed half of the heart. We need to get it back as soon as possible. Cool. Now this heart is whole.
And here it looks like a girl got into some kind of trouble and lost one of her pants.
To be honest, I can't even imagine a situation in which you could lose a whole pant leg. Well, the main thing is that we were able to help her. Well, now we need to add a train here so that this car is not alone and it can move along the rails.
This wagon is moving pretty fast now. Wow! This is really cool! Wait, seriously. This boxer lost his glove somewhere. By the way, I think this fight will be unfair if we don't give him back this glove.
And here we are waiting for some strange road sign which indicates that there is a cliff on the left.
In fact, I don't know what we need to draw here either. Maybe there's something wrong with this pointer. It seems to me that something is definitely missing here, but I absolutely can't understand what. Let's try to think about it together.
Maybe this pointer has the wrong shape? Or does it lack lighting around it? I absolutely don't understand what's wrong with this picture. Guys, pause this video and write in the comments what's missing here. And I think we'll try to use the hint right now to finally guess the correct answer.
I hope you pause this video and are actually writing your answer right now. Well guys, we'll wait for your answer, and now we'll apply this hint. It turns out that there was one more pointer missing from above.
Was it that easy? Guys, apparently we are all really stupid here. And by the way, this sign points towards the city of Las Vegas.
Here we had to finish drawing a flag for this climber, and now he has noted that he was on this mountain. And we are moving on. And here it looks like we need to indicate what the actual temperature is now. I think it is about 30 degrees Celsius.
Turns out there was even more here. Wow, I really want to go there. Oh no, just look at this guy. Looks like he has problems with his leg. Looks like we need to paint him a cast to heal his leg.
Great, now his leg is in a cast and it will heal faster. Oh my god, just look at that hamster. He's levitating in the air. He definitely needs a ring to run around in.
Great, now this hamster is running on a wheel. Okay, now we have moved on, and here we need to help this girl. To be honest, I don't even know what we need to finish drawing her, but it looks like she is missing seat belts. Great. We finished drawing this thing, and now she will definitely not fall out of this roller coaster.
And now we need to finish drawing this huge pruner so that someone can mow the lawn.
It looks pretty crooked. I think you have problems with drawing.
Nevertheless, he still managed to finish drawing the pruning shears. And now there is a need to restore the wigwam for this Indian so that he can hide from the bad weather.
Excellent. Now no wind or rain is scary for him at all. Okay, we move on to the next level, and it looks like here we need to draw a trajectory for this bird. We did it very easily. I think this toothbrush is missing toothpaste, because without it, it would be simply impossible to brush your teeth. Great, now it's here.
And now it looks like we'll have to help this girl restore her hairdo. Let's help her with this quickly. Great. Now she has a simply wonderful hairdo. Okay, let's move on. Here we need to restore these scissors.
How can you even use broken scissors? It seems to me that it is simply impossible. Well, now these scissors are fully functional, and now we need to return the sign to this criminal.
By the way, I never understood what this sign was for, but it looks like it was not a criminal at all, but a director. Okay, now let's help roll out this dough. And for this, you definitely need a rolling pin.
Now we need to fix this painting, and I don't think the Mona Lisa ever actually had makeup on.
Great. We fixed that, and now this painting looks like the original. Now we need to make them the same, and I think to do that, we need to remove the fingers from the glove so it looks like a mitten. Cool. Now they are the same. The only difference is the color, and we can finally move on.
This ninja can't see. We need to cut a slit in his mask for his eyes, but now he can finally be a ninja.
And now we're moving on to the next level. Here we need to help them cover each other, and it looks like we need to remove these nails. Cool! After we removed them, they were finally both covered under the blanket.
Now we need to find a balance. I'm not sure what we need, but it's possible that we just need to change the coloring of this fish. Great! Now they look like yin and yang. It looks really cool.
Okay, now we need to somehow open the safe. Here we need to remove this part of the key and this one so that we get 38. Oh no, it turns out we need to do something different here. Okay, looks like this is going to be a lot harder than I thought.
Okay, let's try something different. Okay, turns out there's a cockroach behind this dial. Honestly, I don't really understand why we need to be here at all.
It turns out we have to fix these keys one by one. Great. Now we have a solid key that helps us get to the money in the safe.
Here we go to the next level. This clover is missing a fourth leaf. By the way, they look a lot like hearts. Just look at this funny leprechaun. Move on.
I think this guy definitely lacks protection because riding a bike without a helmet is very dangerous because you risk getting injured in some way. But we were able to make him safe, and now we are moving to the next level.
This piggy bank needs to have a slit added so that it can hold coins. Great! Now it can hold all those coins.
Looks like this little mouse is trying to escape from this cat, but it's missing a hole. Let's add this hole so it can hide in it. Cool. Now this cat has no chance of catching it.
Look, it looks like these aliens decided to steal a cow, but I don't think their beam that comes out of the UFO works very well. Let's add it here. Great. Now they finally managed to steal a cow to take to their planet. Just look at this meteorite. I think it needs a fiery trail to make it look believable. Let's add some to make it look right. Cool. Now this comet is really moving fast.
We finally made it to the next level. Oh my god. Look at this girl. It looks like she's changing at the beach, but this cubicle is broken. We urgently need to add a door so she can change in peace. Awesome! Now she can do it without being embarrassed by anyone.
Just look at this flower. I think it's definitely missing petals. Even that little bee sitting on the stem is really surprised at how it looks. Let's add some here. Cool. Now she can fly up to it and pollinate it.
Wow, just look at that thing. I think it's missing something too, but honestly, I can't figure out what it is. Maybe it's missing a row of teeth. Oh no, it turns out it needed a nut to be placed in it for it to crack, and we finally get to the next level.
We definitely need to add a podium here for these guys, because they were obviously in some competition, and now they're standing in their respective places. Now we've added this podium, and everyone knows who got what place.
By the way, just look at this Indian. He's definitely missing some feathers on his headdress. Honestly, I don't really know what it's called, but I think this guy should know the names of his headdresses.
By the way, just look at these 2 cute batteries. I think they want to have some privacy in this remote control, and for that we definitely need to draw a cover so that no one can disturb them. Let's do it. Cool. Now no one can look into this remote control.
Just look at this very rich gentleman. He has a huge amount of money, but it looks like he bought himself the cheapest hat that fell off. The top part, but we were able to draw it to make this man look more prestigious.
By the way, just look at this girl. It looks like her hairdryer is broken. Let's draw the top of this hairdryer so she can dry her hair. Awesome. Now she can finally do it. That's just awesome.
Wow, look at this apple! I think this apple lacks integrity. Let's finish drawing. Oh no! Look at that nasty worm. I hope no one took a bite out of it. And now, we are finally moving on. Just look at this turtle. It lost its shell somewhere. We urgently need to return that shell to the back of this turtle. Cool. Now it can look complete, and we are moving on.
Just look at this guy. I think he's about to fall into a manhole while riding his electric scooter. Let's finish drawing that manhole. Cool. Now he just drove over it and can keep riding.
Oh my god, this guy bought himself some pants that were way too big. He definitely needs a belt to keep them from falling down, or at least to keep them around his waist. Great. Now these pants fit just right.
Wow, look, it turns out that someone bit off half of the ice cream here, and we'll finish drawing it to restore it.
Now we need to help this basketball player. He definitely wanted to show how cool he can spin the ball on his finger, but he doesn't have a ball. But now we've drawn him, and he can show everyone his abilities.
And now we need to fix the charger because this phone might die and this guy won't wake up from the alarm. But now we helped, and now he can finally wake up.
Look how funny this girl is holding her hand near her head. It looks like she definitely needs to draw a phone here. Great, we did it. True, we drew it too big, but she chose a phone that was the right size for her. Well, now we need to draw a bathtub for this girl so that she can swim in it. Okay, we finished drawing this bathtub, and now she can lie in it. It looks really cool.
We move on, and here we need to add something to this bike. I think it's missing a chain, which is what makes this bike move. Great, we've drawn that chain, and now this bike can move.
Just look at this clock. It's definitely missing a dial. Okay, we drew the dial. Oh my god. Look at this weird clock. It even has an alarm.
Okay, now we need to draw some notes for this conductor, because otherwise he won't be able to play any songs. Cool. Now he can conduct the orchestra, and they'll play cool music.
Now we need to draw the second cherry, so that there are 2 of these cherries. Great. Now they look just great. Well, look at this. It looks like this guy found someone in the closet. We need to close it immediately, so that this bald man does not beat him up. Great. After we finished drawing the door, this guy lost sight of him.
Okay, now let's draw the second pair of wings for this dragonfly. I think they're definitely missing. Great, we've drawn them, and now we can move on. Just look, this grandma can't see all these symbols that are drawn on this board. Let's draw her some glasses so she can finally see them. Okay, now she can see everything perfectly.
And we move on. Just look at this mitten. It needs one more finger to close it. Okay, we drew it, and now this finger will definitely not freeze. Oh my god, seriously, this guy decided to drive a convertible in the rain? Okay, let's draw a roof for him. Cool. Now this guy will not get wet in such a car, even in the rain. Just look at this! I remember this picture had 2 more legs. Let's get them back here quickly. Great! Now there are 2 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of arms. Oh my god, this smiley is crying.
We need to add a sad mouth to it. Oh my god, I feel sorry for him. He looks so sad.
And in this level, we need to plot a route for this ship so it can get to the treasure normally. Wait, what? I think we drew everything correctly, but for some reason it doesn't want to sail here. Maybe we should have drawn it the other way around? Yeah, great. Now this ship will sail.
Look at this guy. He's bald, but I think he should have curly hair, like this. Cool. We finished his hair, and now he has an afro. Look at this. Someone sent a bat signal into the sky, but for some reason no one sees the bat signal. We were able to finish it. Now we move on.
Look at this sword. It's definitely missing a handle. Okay, let's draw it so we can continue to the next level. This sword looks complete. Okay, now let's draw a jump rope for this guy, because for some reason he's just holding 2 jump rope handles. Great. Now he can continue doing his exercise routine.
My god, this guy is definitely lacking protection. He is in great danger of getting stabbed in the eye with a sword. But now we have managed to protect him, and now he is safe.
Just look at this. Looks like we need to finish drawing the director's clapperboard now. Looks like someone is filming a movie here. Okay, now we've got it drawn, and we can continue. Today, we need to remove the evil bear. Okay, we found it easily, and we were finally able to remove it.
And in the next level, we need to help this knight. Let's help him get his sword out of the stone. It's quite possible that we need to remove all of this stone to finally get it. Wow, look at that. It turns out he had a sword made of balloons.
Now we need to remove some of the extra stuff from here, and I think we need to remove this finger from the guy. No, wait. It turns out that's not true at all. Okay, let's try it this way. Now we need to remove these fingers from the guy so that he gets scissors.
Oh no, we've got it wrong again. Honestly, I'm not sure what we actually need to remove here, but it's entirely possible that these guys just don't know how to actually play the game.
Okay, maybe we need to take away these fingers and these, and maybe then we'll get something. No, it turns out we need to do something different. I think we need to take away these elements to make it rock, paper, scissors. Oh my god. I honestly don't know what we actually need to do here anymore, because there are so many things that don't make sense in this game. Okay, let's try to get this out of the way.
Well, I think it's time to use a hint. We just had to remove that hand. Seriously, we couldn't figure out how to actually do it right this whole time, and we're moving on to the next level.
Here we need to help this chemist, and it is quite possible that we just need to remove this flask. Great! Now this potion will turn out just great.
Well, here we need to remove the difference between these characters. To be honest, I don't really see the difference. Maybe we need to remove the nut from here.
Okay, after we've removed the nut, we need to find something else we can erase. It turns out he had a little beard. Cool, we've removed it. And now we move on to the next level. We need to somehow turn on the light bulb, and I think we need to remove all this light so that this light bulb will finally work. Let's get it out of here quickly. Great. Now this light bulb only illuminates the right area.
Just look, we have some kind of a puzzle here. It turns out that we need to remove the unnecessary things from here. And it seems to me that we definitely need to remove the cactus from here.
Now we need to find the alien. I wonder where he could be. Who is in the flying saucer, the cat, and under this spacesuit is an ordinary person?
Maybe she's an alien. Oh yeah, just look. It turns out this girl was an alien all along. This guy wanted to take her with him, but it turns out she wasn't who she said she was.
Now we need to remove some of the extra stuff from here. I definitely think we need to remove that clock. Great! Now she can swing on her ball, and we're on to the next level. Here, we need to help the monkey turn on the music. I don't quite understand what we need to do here, but it's quite possible that I've figured it out. It turns out that here, we just need to remove the case from these headphones so that this monkey has these very drum cymbals in his hands.
Great! Now she's going to bang these cymbals and make music. Now we need to fix this painting, and I don't think the Mona Lisa ever actually had makeup on.
Great. We fixed that, and now this painting looks like the original. Now we need to make them the same, and I think to do that, we need to remove the fingers from the glove so it looks like a mitten. Cool. Now they are the same. The only difference is the color, and we can finally move on.
This ninja can't see. We need to cut a slit in his mask for his eyes, but now he can finally be a ninja.
And now we're moving on to the next level. Here we need to help them cover each other, and it looks like we need to remove these nails.
Cool! After we removed them, they were finally both covered under the blanket.
Now we need to find a balance. I'm not sure what we need, but it's possible that we just need to change the coloring of this fish. Great! Now they look like yin and yang. It looks really cool.
Okay, now we need to somehow open the safe. Here we need to remove this part of the key and this one so that we get 38. Oh no, it turns out we need to do something different here. Okay, looks like this is going to be a lot harder than I thought.
Okay, let's try something different. Okay, turns out there's a cockroach behind this dial. Honestly, I don't really understand why we need to be here at all.
It turns out we have to fix these keys one by one. Great. Now we have a solid key that helps us get to the money in the safe.
Here we go to the next level. Here we need to help this demon, and I think he's crying because of this rotten sausage. But no, maybe he's actually crying for another reason.
Maybe we need to remove the sun from him. But that doesn't seem to help much either. I'm not quite sure what this guy is missing. Maybe we just need to remove the flies from above somehow.
Oh, look at that. It turns out he needed to remove that pentagram at the bottom. Okay, now let's help this character. And I think we need to remove his extra pimples.
But no, it turns out he just wants to stay in this square. And so, let's remove all the extra parts around it.
That's also not what needed to be done. Okay, maybe we're a little bit wrong. But I really can't figure out what the problem is.
Maybe we need to erase absolutely everything here, and then we'll pass this level. Yes, it turns out we needed to erase all of that, and now this square stays in shape.
We move on. Here we need to draw straps for the flip-flops. Okay, it looks like someone can finally take a walk on the beach.
Next, we need to draw the ropes for the tower crane. It seems someone forgot to attach them. Yes, now this metal platform can be lifted up.
Next level, we need to draw something for this bodybuilder. This guy really wants to improve his physical shape. Wow, this level's pretty easy.
Yes, let's draw something for this guy, and we'll move on. Look at these two guys. It seems they really want to go to the movies, but they're too small to get in. Then let's draw them a cloak so they can pretend to be one adult person and get one ticket. Ha ha, great plan. What's next?
Now we move on to the next level. This kitten is sad without the fish. It really wants the fish to be in the aquarium. Let's draw the fish. Great! Now there's a fish in the aquarium, but it's really scared of it.
Okay, what's next? In this level, we see a guy who is suspended in the air over a trampoline. Let's draw the trampoline so he doesn't land on the hard ground. Great, now he can continue jumping.
Now we need to help this girl. She really wants to examine this leaf, but the microscope is incomplete. We need to add the tube. Now with the tube, she can examine the leaf.
The hummingbird definitely needs its beak to drink nectar from this flower. Now it's all set! Oh no! This guy is about to rob the safe. We urgently need to block access to the money. Great. Now he definitely won't be able to open the safe. Now we need to help the wolf. It looks like he needs to go to the moon, but the moon isn't full. We need to draw it.
Great, now it's a full moon, and he can go to the moon. We've reached the next level. Here, we're missing a sign that says, "Do not disturb."
Oh no! It turns out this sign means something completely different, and it's very funny. Oh no, look! It seems this dragon has lost one of its wings. Let's draw the wings so it can fly.
But I think these two wings won't be enough to lift such a big dragon.
You're right. Let's add one more wing. Next level, we need to help the gondolier. We need to draw a paddle for him so he can row the gondola through the canal. Now he can continue his work. In this level, we need to help the artist. It seems he's missing an easel since he can't paint anywhere anymore. Oh no, we've drawn the canvas, and now he's painted a flower in a vase.
Oh, look at this windshield. The driver is having a hard time driving because he can't see anything. Yes, but after we added the second wiper, we discovered that a dog is driving the car. Let's move on to the next level.
Oh no, just look at that vampire. It looks like he doesn't like sunlight at all. Well, I guess we need to figure out how we can close that window so that the sunlight doesn't interfere with his vampire business.
This boot is missing a spur. We need to draw it. Done. Now the boot looks complete.
Now we need to help this unicorn. It's lost its horn. How could that happen? Maybe unicorns shed their horns like deer do. I don't know. But let's draw the horn. Great. Now it looks whole again.
We need to help this yoga person. We need to draw needles for their meditation. Awesome. Now they can meditate.
I think this is the most painful. And now we move on. Here, we need to draw something to this funny panda. Maybe we need to draw her some funny hat.
Look at this cute panda. It definitely needs something. Yes, it just needs the second spot around its eye. Now it looks like a real panda.
Oh no, it seems this animal is missing its horn. Let's put it back. Great, now it's whole again.
We've reached the next level. The pirate is missing his feathers. Let's draw him some puffy feathers.
It looks like this feather was caught in some kind of fire or something like that. Otherwise, I can't explain why all the plumage could have disappeared from it. We have one more level. Here we need to draw a pickaxe. It's just like the one from Minecraft. Wow, now it's ready for action.
It looks like someone ate everything that was inside this watermelon.
Oh look, this watermelon is missing its flesh. Let's draw the flesh so someone can enjoy this sweet watermelon. Great, now it looks juicy and delicious.
Now we need to draw a ring for this bunch of keys so none of the keys gets lost. Now all the keys are together.
Excellent. Now no one will lose any of these keys.
Oh no, this letter is missing its top corner. We urgently need to restore it so the letter can be sealed.
I really don't want anyone to read the secret message inside this letter. Great! Now it's completely closed.